Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you guys a story, and there is a deadly substance known as fentanyl that we've talked about on this channel before because it's actually of some children, and there were some situations where there were parents that were arrested for the fact that we believe that the parents caused their children to die from having this substance around or actually intentionally giving the substance to the kids. But let me tell you guys about this story of this beautiful, her name was Aaliyah. Did not allow them to even get an opportunity to grow up and become something great. So, officers of the Stark Police Department to the 801 South Water Street apartments in reference to an efforts until relieved by the Stark Fire Department and Bradford County Fire Rescue. Life-saving efforts continued while the child was transported to North, was subsequently pronounced dead. Detectives from the Stark Police Department responded to the scene and began a suspicious death investigation. Detectives did not know any obvious cause of death, and the child was transported to the District 8 Medical Examiner's office for an autopsy to be performed. Now, on December 3rd of 2020, which is this month, the autopsy results were obtained from the District 8 Medical Examiner's office, and the toxicology report indicated that this baby, let me see if I get her face back up on the screen, this beautiful little girl right here, died from an overdose of a high quantity of Fentanyl. If y'all don't know how deadly fentanyl is, it is a very deadly white-looking powder, and just the dust of that powder, just a little bit of dust of that powder could kill a full-grown adult. Just a little bit of it. So it's very, very powerful. Fentanyl is a very powerful narcotic that has been responsible for many deaths throughout the country. Through the collection of evidence and interviewing witnesses, it was determined that at the time the child ingested the fentanyl, the only people present with her were the mother and father. And let me see if I can get y'all there. And Delana A. King, who is on the left-hand side right now, who is the mother. And both of them were charged with aggravated child neglect causing great bodily injury. Let me let you guys catch the fair usage real quick, and let me show y'all the news videos that came out. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyright video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Now back to the breaking news in Bradford County. Investigators say a couple's 3-year-old overdosed on fentanyl and it took her life.
Clean joining us live from the apartment complex where the couple lived in Stark. Joe?
Yeah, this is where Delana King and Jayshawn Murrah were arrested today. Well, the investigators say it was on August 26th that they were called to one of these apartments on South Water Street, an unconscious 3-year-old girl. Now, they found the child. They tried to revive her, but died at an area hospital. At the time, now, investigators say they didn't see any obvious reason for the child's death. No injuries, no evidence of harm, anything like that. The department launched a suspicious death investigation, and when the results of the autopsy came back, that's when police say they learned that the child a high 100 times more powerful than morphine. That's according to the CDC. Now, it's also increasingly common cause of overdose deaths in the United States. Now, police say investigation found that the only other 2 people in the room when the child took the drug were her mother and father. That's why the pair are now charged with aggravated child neglect. And it's a higher charge when it causes great bodily charge on a bond of $1 million each. We're going to have more about this coming up later tonight. Reporting live in Stark, Joe McLean, Channel 4, the local station.
A heartbreaking story out of Bradford County tonight. These parents are facing charges after their 3-year-old daughter died. It happened in late August, but the toxicology report was just released yesterday.
It showed a large fentanyl in the child's system.
They said they had no idea it was because of an opioid overdose. It was the 96th. Stark Police and Bradford Fire and Rescue fighting to keep a 3-year-old child alive. A fight first responders lost. The girl died at Norton. Didn't use naloxone, the drug used to reverse overdoses.
Not specifically at that time, because we didn't have any indications that a narcotic was a cause for the unresponsiveness.
Rooney said his investigation found that the only people who were in the room when the child would have taken the drug, Delana King and her father, Jishan Murrah. They were arrested Friday for aggravated neglect.
It's somber, you know. It's not a win for law enforcement because we put people in jail. 8-year-old is no longer with us. You know, even at the end of this, you know, we pray for the family, we pray for that child, we pray for the extended family. Everyone, no one's winning in this.
Rooney said he's seen an increase with fentanyl, a common culprit. Doctors I spoke to stressed the danger of these, especially for children.
What should people know, and what should people...
That much more of a scary situation. Available than some of the other opioids that are out there.
Like an opioid, there are 2 overdose in Stark.
How do you even get that in your home? One of our channel members asked that, and I don't understand how they got it. But let me say this real quick. Let me see. Taliban. The Alucha experts say that opioids, fentanyl in particular, can pose an extreme danger of even in adults. Like I said, I don't even understand how you even get access to that. But let me go ahead and play the rest of these news videos. Let's get it.
John Bachman, we first told you at 4 today.
It's not going to make the stream any better, but if you would, please click the thumbs up, share the stream, and we're still live. If y'all would, try to get us to 100 thumbs up. Please, if y'all would, try to get us to 100 thumbs up. We're only at 49 thumbs up. If y'all would, click that thumbs up, please. Okay? Thank you.
In August. Now, the girl's parents, Delana King and Jishan Murrah, are aggravated child neglect charges. Investigators got the results of the child's autopsy on the...
We lost my granddaughter.
Responded to a call of an unresponsive child at the apartment complex on August 26th. First performed CPR at the scene. No. He also tells me he does not believe the child's parents are responsible for the child's overdose and asks the public not to speculate on the facts of the case.
Imagine if you don't know what happened. You have to do due process. Due process has to run.
Office, they said that their cooperation
is going to speculate, and we have every right to do so. It's public opinion based on what you're arrested with. There is a child that is dead. Why is the child niggas? Huh? And I've told y'all this before. They worry so much about us not that they completely forget about the kids. Like, why don't the kids matter? I believe it doesn't matter as far as how you speculate based on what they're arrested with. They have charges for a reason. Pretty high conviction rate when that's put out there based on the facts, based on those details. Yes? All right, let's go.
That breaking news, 2 are in jail and facing charges for their child's overdose death. Investigators say that from the medical examiner's office says that the child died from fentanyl. I'm John Bachman.
I'm Letitia Barriola in for Tanika Hughes. Fentanyl is a very powerful drug.
Delana A. King and Jishan Murrah were the only bodily harm, but not charged.
Moments ago, I spoke with Action News Jack's law and safety expert.
That may be difficult to prove. If you simply leave a deadly narcotic out, that clearly is aggravated child abuse if the child imbibes it and then dies from it. So this is essentially a life felony, but it is not a murder charge.
I'm going to let you guys watch this part, and then we'll go ahead and close out. I'm sorry about the buffer. I thought it was really cool. If you guys did not get a chance to properly watch that memorial, actually Google search it and pull it up. The memorial that they had for that little girl was very nice. It was a very nice send-off. For whatever reason that they had this drug inside the house, I just don't know if there is any, and definitely not at our hands, if we can. So dangerous, so potent, feasible, any decent reason why that type of drug for be around inside at all. And for that, I believe that better for you guys to be able to tell these important stories so that way that you guys can get a full idea about what our thoughts are and what's out there in the news, and what we'll continue to work to try to get better.
Nora's Authentic Designer has some of the most glamorous and stylish handbags your girl has ever seen. So ladies, if you want to get flawless, if you want to take care of your lady, please be sure to go to www.915.com. That's right, www.noras915.com.
Hello listeners, come mask up with Keyline Design. Our masks have many uses like riding motorcycles, ATVs, while out in pubs, outside exercising, lawn and gardening, and helps prevent the spread of germs. We offer bling, sports logos, monograms, many assorted fabrics and colors. We make child-size masks starting at the age of 2. Come join us today for the launch of our new website at keylinedesigns.com. Please be sure to like and follow our page on Facebook. Our links can be found in the description box of this video. Thank you.